Coming up today on Studio 13 Live, we're kicking off summer with some big Seafair announcements. Hear what's new at the summer celebration, and we'll chat live with this year's Seafair royalty.
Then, Doce Donut Company is joining us in studio with a look at their Latin American-inspired artisanal treats.
Plus, we're learning how to make cocktails for the first day of summer with author and mixologist Nick Mautone.
And one of Seattle's top drag queens is here to perform an act from her one-woman show. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey, happy hump day, and thank you so much for being here. I'm Carly Henderson.
And I'm Mireya Garcia, and it is a good day because it is the first day of summer. We actually just passed the official summer solstice.
Yeah.
I missed it. I was like washing my hands or something, but I liked what our friend Abby Coney said. She said, I can feel it in my heart.
It's been feeling like summer for a while. I mean, not the last few days here, but I've been like, it's so enjoying taking the paddleboard out and just soaking up every single summer day. I'm savoring it. Yeah. This is the best. Okay. Something else awesome that just happened. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup is officially less than a month away.
And the roster for the U.S. women's national team was just released, and it includes 5 members of the OL Reign. Take a look here.
What's up, it's Megan Thee, aka Hot Girl Coach. Shout out Megan, the legend Rapino. She has shined for years with the U.S. women's soccer team, and she's going to continue to do so at this year's World Cup. Congratulations, girl, and bring home another title.
Sophia Huerta, congratulations, you are going to the World Cup. You have been on such an incredible, beautiful, inspiring journey, and now you are going to go shine on the world's biggest stage.
I want to shout out the incredible, undeniable, and yeah, Stanford's very own Alana Cook on being named to the World Cup roster.
Rose Lavelle is back on the case, and she's ready to do some damage down under.
Guess who's going to her second World Cup? Congratulations, Emily Sonnet, on being named to your second World Cup roster.
How cool was that? Yep, they enlisted the help of several superstars, including, of course, President Biden and First Lady. Taylor Swift was also there, Rainn Wilson, Breonna Stewart, John Cena, everybody. Very, very cool. So the team features 14 players who are making up their World Cup debut and 9 players who've been to at least 2 before. The group will be reporting to training camp in California next week. The first game, of course, will be against Wales on July 9th. I always love to see how hyped up people get, especially when it comes to specifically women's soccer. My goodness.
Yeah, it's amazing. And can you imagine being announced by any of those people? I mean, particularly Taylor Swift, but all of them. That would just be the coolest feeling ever to have. And I'm so proud of our OL Reign players, too. That's just incredible. But I'm not that surprised. You know,
exactly.
They're always killing it. Someone else who's killing it is Zendaya. She is heating things up on and off the tennis court in a new movie. So check out the first trailer for Challengers.
Hey, come hang out with us later.
Want me to come tuck you in?
No, we just keep talking.
Okay, so Challengers is a romantic sports comedy. It stars Zendaya and Josh O'Connor as tennis pros navigating a love triangle, and it hits theaters this September. I love seeing this completely different type of role for her. I mean, she has such range. She's obviously proven herself so much in Spider-Man movies and Euphoria, and this one looks a little steamy. I'm here for it.
It does. Now, we're a morning show, all-day show, really, but I did happen to see like a little steamier scene on the internet, and oh boy, I don't know, it had me blushing, but yeah, I'm excited to watch the movie for sure.
Yeah, I was looking through the comments on this trailer that posted, and a lot of people were commenting that they feel like they already watched the whole plot of the movie, because you see like the little time change as they go into the future and all this different stuff. So I hate when they do that in movie trailers, but this one is a watch, particularly for Zendaya.
I cannot wait. Hey, the artist formerly known as The Weeknd said says that the negative reaction to his new HBO series, The Idol, was actually very much expected. Okay. Critics say Abel Tesfay's performance was just comically bad, ouch, and that his acting skills are non-existent. All right, well, the show is about a troubled pop star who gets involved with a shady nightclub owner, and Tesfay says that he wanted to give people a new perspective to fame. And in an interview with W Magazine, he actually said that he has been planning to change his stage name. He's already done that, back to his legal name, and then reinvent himself as an artist. So I don't know. I feel like we'll forever have to be saying, you know, The Weeknd, but now this. I have not personally watched this, but that is not great press.
It's not great. I feel like he changed his name early because he doesn't want to be associated with that performance. No, he kind of owned it. He kind of owned it. All my friends who have seen this show say that he made himself into a real creep of a character. Like, I was talking to my sister and she's like, I'm surprised he would give himself that role because he's just a bad guy in the show. In a particular, you know, steamy situations that go awry. So don't love that. I feel like I generally, as a fan of like pop music and pop stars, I generally do want to watch that type of content. I watch all the documentaries, you know, Lady Gaga, Selena Gomez, Taylor Swift's documentary. So you would think I would be interested in this particular story, but I don't know, that type of content that I'm alluding to, it just gives me a bad feeling.
Yeah.
So I don't think I think this one is a skip for me. A new documentary about Shaun White, the legendary Olympic gold medalist snowboarder, is coming out soon.
All of a sudden, I'm a millionaire at 15.
And that was my biggest fear. Money ruins families.
Shaun White, The Last Run, features unprecedented access and never-before-seen footage of him snowboarding. The documentary includes his childhood struggles with a congenital heart condition and sacrifices made by his unconventional but incredibly supportive parents. The three-part series premieres on Max, formerly known as HBO Max, on July 6th. This one looks so good.
Everyone's changing their names, man.
I know. I still have not adjusted to HBO Max becoming Max.
You know, I'd be happy if it would just stop crashing, honestly. But this one does look great.
It does look really good. He said one thing in the trailer. The trailer looks incredible. I was watching it. He says, winning equals happiness, and that's its own addiction. And I feel like as somebody who, you know, I would consider myself an achiever and who wants to reach the highest heights in my career, it is really hard because you do start blending your identity with, you know, your success. And it's like, what happens if that all takes a pause or stops for a minute? And so I think we really see him grappling with that in this. So this looks like such a good documentary. Fun story. I actually hosted an event with Shaun White a couple of years ago.
Look at you.
There. It was really fun. It was in Los Angeles at the Brighten store, and it was for PlayStation. And my friends came to support, and they ended up playing against him in his like snowboarding game on PlayStation.
Who won?
My friend Aaron won, and he won a PlayStation 2. I'm sure like Shaun let him win or whatever because he's the luckiest person alive, and he's the person who wrote our theme song for our show.
Oh my gosh!
Shout out to him.
Little connections. Well, good job. Good job on that. And what a cool little story.
Full circle.
This is way less cool, Carly. Okay, it turns out that it could be 131 years before the world closes its gender gap, and that is according to a new report from the World Economic Forum. That would be the year 2154. So obviously talking about the pay gap there. That report looked at the economic participation and opportunity for educational attainment, as well as health and survival and political empowerment in a total of 146 countries. Okay, so overall, gender gaps have improved by 4.1% since 2006. Sorry, old lady eyes. Yeah, 6 when the study first started. Okay, so boy, that is a bummer. I mean, you hate to see that because you think we're making advancements in so many ways, but then, I mean, the facts really stack up against that.
Yeah, definitely. I was really disappointed and like sick when I saw the statistic. I was like, excuse me? But there are a couple of things that we can all do to help kind of close this gap here. So the first thing is paid maternity leave, because when women are able to get back to work and still advance in their careers, that, you know, they're able to make more money and close that gap a little bit more. The second thing is pay transparency. So in the states that have passed laws making it like legally required to show what the salary is for certain jobs you're applying for, women are able to earn more because they know that they can earn more. Otherwise, it's just kind of like hidden behind a curtain and nobody ever knows. And then the third thing, and I always tell this to my friends who are applying for jobs, particularly that are women, make sure that you apply for jobs that you don't have all the qualifications for. Because men do it all the time, and women, I think we doubt ourselves a little bit more, and we think, oh, I don't know, I don't have 100% of the qualifications. I only have 75% or 80%. But when you go for those jobs, sometimes you get them. So go for it, you know? We all have a responsibility in this, and hopefully we won't have to wait 100 plus years.
Yeah, that sounds terrible,
That's
but
what I
that
want.
sounds like pretty solid advice there.
Good advice. All right. A U.S. billionaire family based in the U.K. has gone viral after posting a job listing looking for a full-time dog nanny. So the best part is that the salary is $127,000 a year. Now, the job description says that the family is looking for an exceptional and highly experienced dog nanny to provide top-tier care for their 2 dogs. The person who gets the job would live with the family in London and be expected to provide unparalleled care and attention to the dogs. Since going up last week, almost 400 people have applied. I'm not surprised. That seems like a really good job. They probably want someone at a very high level, almost like a vet tech or, you know, a dog trainer of sorts. And it's kind of like you're making more money than that too, because you get housing too. You're living with the family.
It sounds like a very, very sweet deal. 400, they're going to have their pick, certainly.
Yeah. Coming up next on Studio 13 Live, we're checking in with TMZ for our top entertainment headlines.
For the second time this week, an artist has been injured while performing, and we're going to let you know all the details on that. It's coming up next.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds.
It is time to take a look at what is popping in celebrity news.
And for that, we're bringing in Fabian Garcia from TMZ. Hey, Fabian.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for having me back. Appreciate it.
Good to see you. So not even a week after BB Rexa was hurt by that fan on stage where they threw the phone at her, singer Ava Max was slapped during a show last night. Tell us these details.
Yeah, so it was here in LA. She was in the middle of performing. I think it was toward the end of her show. Some guy somehow made his way on stage, unbeknownst to her. And as you can see in the video, which we have up on our website, he strikes her. And it almost looks like he maybe didn't connect. He certainly did connect. Ava was like a pro, kind of forged on, sort of brushed it off. Security came and kind of whisked the guy away. But he hit her, you know, and then after the fact, she went on Twitter and said, yeah, this guy like scratched the side of my eye. So he certainly did make contact. And look, it's crazy. Like, this is a troubling trend that we've seen for like months and months now, where people are kind of like bum rushing stages, attacking performers. And it kind of poses the question, like, what's going on with security? Like, something in my mind certainly needs to change, because these artists and these high profile people, they're just sitting ducks. They're targets for these people, and people have the audacity to get hands on them, and oftentimes they're successful in doing so, and it's very concerning.
Man, it only takes a few people to ruin the experience for everybody, too. Like, I don't want artists to feel like they have to be super far away or super high up away from us. I want to get close to them and see them and not hurt them. I hate that people are doing this.
Yeah, and
it's terrible.
I did get a chance to see that video, and it is so wild. What really sticks in my mind is how much more this individual could have hurt the singer, because here's the thing. From what I saw, the person was being pulled away as they struck her. You know what I mean? So if that hadn't been happening, it could have been worse.
It could have been, there's so many different possibilities. And obviously this happens in the wake of the BB Rexa incident, where somebody just like chucked a phone at her. All of it is disturbing. And again, security measures, I think, need to be beefed up, and I predict they will be. So we'll see.
All right. Well, something really gross actually happened by actor Pierce Brosnan's home. This is a weird one. Talk to us about it.
Speaking of violating personal space, Pierce Brosnan, you know, James Bond, he lives out in Malibu. He's got a huge compound estate out there, as do many celebrities. And some guy broke onto his property. But before he did that, he was at his neighbor's place. This is according to cops that we spoke with. And this guy defecated and urinated at the neighbor's property,
Oh, gosh.
kind of rummaging around in the trash. And then we're hearing is that he made his way to Pierce's property, neighboring estate, and ended up he has like an outdoor shower there on the grounds. The guy apparently used that shower to kind of wash himself off. He did not make it into the home. Fortunately, it's unclear if Pierce was home. We know that his wife, Keely, was home. So it's just scary. And look, we cover these like burglary type of stories all the time here at TMZ. Again, celebrities, even at their homes, are sitting ducks sometimes for people who are out of their mind. So this guy was luckily apprehended by the authorities. He was booked on a burglary charge, probably going to be prosecuted. And again, like if the people want to get to you, it seems like they can. It's just really scary.
What is he, a raccoon?
Yeah,
Like going to the
so
outside and digging through the trash?
It sounds very raccoony for sure, but yeah, I don't know. By the way, after he like used the shower and made his way down to the beach, was hiding from the authorities. He was like hiding in the rocks on the beach in Malibu, and they spotted him with helicopters. That's how they ended up getting him. So it's just nuts. I mean, that's LA for you though. You know, it's a crazy city.
Oof.
Yeah, this is just incredibly wild. And thank you for following up on these stories, Fabian. We appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Talk to you soon. And for everyone watching, don't forget you can catch TMZ right here on Fox 13 weekdays at 7 p.m.
And hey, still ahead on Studio 13 Live, Doce Donut Company giving us a look at their artisanal donuts that are inspired by Latin flavors.
Yum! See how their family came together to open their business in Fremont. We'll be right back.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around.
Hey, and it's time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area.
Yeah, and there is no better way to start the day than with a delicious donut. And today we are joined by Claudia Monroy, the founder and co-owner of Doce Donut Company. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming and bringing these.
We love the sweets.
So great. So Doce Donut Company is a family-owned donut shop out of Fremont. So tell us a little bit about how each family member plays a different role here.
Yeah, absolutely. So my father-in-law is the man behind our dough. My sister-in-law is actually our pastry chef. She's the one who comes up with all these incredible flavors. My mother-in-law is, donut decorator, killer coffee.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
yeah.
husband does operations, and I'm behind the scenes running marketing and social media.
Okay, I love the family business. That's so fun. It seems like everyone's really playing to their strengths there.
Yeah, absolutely. Even our shop was designed by my mom and my sister, both
very
architects.
nice.
That's
so it's full
cool.
circle.
You have some really fun flavors, I've heard, right? A little bit Latin American inspired. Well, tell us kind of what people can find on the menu.
Yeah, absolutely. They can find churro dulce de leche with Argentinian imported dulce de leche. We have hot
Can we try
Mexican.
them?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, talk us through.
This is the churro dulce de leche.
Oh, very
if you want
nice.
to take a bite,
Yeah,
please
gladly.
feel free.
I love that.
This is a popular one, guava. Cream cheese, so it's guava con queso, so it has cream cheese filling with cream cheese glaze and topped with Mireya cookies.
Beautiful.
Also a fan favorite.
Excellent.
We have
Mireya cookies?
Mireya cookies. Mireya cookies.
I'm just kidding.
They're a childhood staple. You
They
know, you
are.
grew up eating those
My grandma
Mireya
would eat
cookies.
them for breakfast, sometimes with cafecito, you know?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We
What
have this is our passion fruit creme brulee.
Ooh.
It's a passion fruit custard and then torched sugar on top.
Yum.
We have alfajor dulce de leche and alfajor cookie crumbles.
Oh, yum.
And this is our hot Mexican chocolate.
Beautiful.
Yum.
Such
The best.
wonderful, wonderful flavors. Okay, so the donuts fresh, handmade every single day. So talk to us about the process and how long it might take to finish one up.
It takes over 24 hours to make donuts for us. Yeah, they are brioche raised dough, so we make the dough a day in advance. We need to let the dough rest so the yeast ferments. They are hand cut, handmade, fresh ingredients, no preservatives. So it's really a labor of love.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
And I heard you brought a torch so that we can try to kind of help finish off your creme brulee donut
Yes,
as well. You're going to trust us with this?
I don't trust myself. I'm not the pastry chef, but I will do my best.
Oh, wonderful.
So this is our passion fruit creme brulee. First off, we spray it with some water.
Okay.
Gotta make sure we get the sides. We dip it in sugar.
All right.
Okay, and that looks like maybe is it powdered or no?
No, it's just regular sugar.
Okay.
So we get it everywhere there, and then we light up the torch.
Then the flames.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Bring in
All
the
right.
fire.
And
What's the key to torching it well?
you go in circles around. You gotta make sure that you get the sides. You start seeing when it gets caramelized. You don't want to overburn it, so you spray a little bit of sugar. And you continue doing that in circles.
Isn't that the eternal struggle? You want it to be just crispy
You wanna give it a
enough,
shot?
but not burned.
Oh, sure, yeah. Hand me the fire. Okay.
So stay around, stay away from the burnt area. Go to the side.
I feel like this is going well.
Yeah.
It's bubbling really nicely.
It reminds me of making, toasting marshmallows.
See how it's turning yellow?
Yeah.
That's the consistency you want to get.
Okay.
You want to pass on the torch?
Yeah, you want to get on here?
Wonderful. Thanks. Okay.
Stay away from the burnt area.
Okay, so I'm going to go down the side here. Ooh, it's getting brown.
I think that's
There we
too
go.
much.
It looks perfect.
I know how to turn this off, so I'm going to give it to you. Oh, wonderful. Okay.
I would love to try one of these.
Of course.
Okay, let's get
Feel
in
free.
on it.
All right, thank you.
Make sure you get the inside. It's
Oh my God.
pretty filled.
I'm a big texture person, and I love how it's like crispy and you have to bite through the little creme brulee on the top. This is so yummy.
Delicious. Ooh,
Feel free to
getting the
break it
flavor.
and see what
Oh,
it's like.
Okay, ready?
Look at that.
Look at that. A little cream in the inside.
So good.
It's a passion fruit custard.
Oh, I
What
love
flavors
it.
are the most popular? Like what gets sold out first?
The guava con queso is our favorite one, and the churro as well.
The churros
Yeah,
are really
that's
good.
my absolute favorite. So good. So tell us where people can find you.
We're in Fremont in 4106 Stoneway North.
Okay.
Been open for about a month and a half.
All right.
Pretty crazy.
And what do you think is the most like underrated flavor that you have?
A lot of people like the OG.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Yeah.
And it's fluffy, airy dough, simplicity at its finest, but people love it.
I feel like it always sounds boring to say I want a glazed donut, but honestly, there's a reason it's the most popular. It's the
Absolutely.
best.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you. Yeah, and we posted a link with more information on Doce Donut Company up at our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
Yeah, come back anytime. I'm always down for a donut. Coming up next, we are celebrating the first day of summer with some drinks.
Yes, expert mixologist and author Nick Montone is showing us how to make some trending cocktails, so stick with us. It is time for Seattle Sips, where we check out some great drinks in our area and learn how to make them ourselves.
Yep, and today we are joined by expert mixologist and author Nick Montone. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so glad you're here. So you're getting us ready for the first day of summer. You've got some refreshing cocktail recipes.
Yes, I do.
And they're all from your new book, which we have right here today, The Artisanal Kitchen Summer Cocktails. Welcome back to the show. I think you were here on the first day of spring.
That's right.
Yeah.
So great.
So back for the first day of summer. I love it. So
So
perfect entertaining.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some summer drinks using infusion. So what does that mean and how is it done?
Okay, so I'm going to talk and explain at the same time. So what
Perfect.
infusion is when you take fresh fruits, berries, herbs, things like that, anything you want, you put it with alcohol in our case, and you just let it steep very gently.
Okay.
Now, as opposed to maceration, which I would do, is something a little bit different. And this is huckleberries. These are wild Pacific Northwest huckleberries.
Ooh.
Okay. It's an offshoot of a drink I used to make, the Blackberry Daiquiri at Gramercy Tavern. But here, huckleberries run wild.
Yeah.
So by stirring this together, you're creating what amounts to a maceration. You can see that, it's getting thick and beautiful. And if I mashed it down, it would turn into something completely different, right? So and then I'm going to add some cordial. This is Liquor 43, which is a vanilla liqueur.
Oh, vanilla. Okay.
I'm going to add some dark rum. And you could do anything you like. You could put vodka, you could put gin. You could put
Okay. So you
anything
can change out the
you could change
spirit.
out the
Drink of
spirits, okay?
choice.
Now, you let that sit for a couple hours to a couple of days.
Yeah.
And you wind up with this. And this
A
is
couple
what
of
we're gonna
days, you said.
A couple of days or a couple of weeks. I mean, this is alcohol, right? So it's going to stay. I mean, you could freeze it and use it months later. It'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And my pro tip for the day is use that in a boozy milkshake. You're going to have a blast.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay.
This
so
feel-
little
go ahead.
vanilla ice cream and huckleberry mixture. And that's infusion is awesome. So
I love an infusion. I feel like if we would have called jungle juice an infusion, it would have a bad reputation. We were all doing it in college. What kind of food pairs well with this drink?
Okay, so this is one of those really, really great drinks. It is a daiquiri at heart. So it's rum, simple syrup, lime juice in essence. All right, so where you happen to be making flavored rum to do this with the huckleberries. Because it's fruit forward, it's perfect for summer entertaining. It's going to be perfect for stuff on the grill. It's going to be perfect for a summer tomato salad. It really will go with just about anything that you make because it's got nice acidity, nice fresh fruit flavors, and it's very, very well balanced.
So good. So let's put this drink together then.
Great. Let's start. Let me get some ice. Excuse me there for 1 second.
I love seeing people's different ice carriers when they come to our show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to use, now you could use a regular cordial if you like a blackberry liqueur or something, but I'm going to use the infusion we made. I'm putting a couple ounces of the infusion in here.
Okay.
That's going to give us the flavor and the color, and I left the berries in as well.
Nice.
I'm going to start with a couple ounces of rum. I know you'll get the recipe up there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
don't worry. Or, pull out your pen and paper right now. Whatever you like.
We're going to put some lime juice.
I love a little citrus juice. Lemon, lime.
You've got it. The
also
acidity
good.
makes it food friendly, makes it flavorful, and then we're going to do a little simple syrup. So this is going to tie everything together with the sweetness, and that's the classic daiquiri. Rum, lime juice, simple syrup. Simple 3 ingredients. Okay, we're going to shake
it
up.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake away from you so I don't stain you.
I appreciate that. I've actually never been hit by someone shaking one of those yet, but there's always a new opportunity for that.
Okay, so we're going to strain this. Now look at the color. Isn't that beautiful?
It's so pretty. So fun. It's so fun and summery.
Wow.
Look at that. Did it take you a long time to develop this recipe?
No, this was, as I mentioned, back in my days at Gramercy Tavern, I used to make a blackberry daiquiri to have summer entertaining. And it just became a fan favorite, one of those ones that you couldn't, you had to have on every summer. And then when I left Gramercy and started my mixology career, if you will, this became part of my summer entertaining. And I just switch up the berries seasonally. So use raspberries at certain points in time. We've got a lot of golden raspberries where I used to live in New York, so I would use those. But here, of course, huckleberries, and I got Marion berries from Portland.
Oh my gosh.
So use any of the local fruits and berries, and you come up with something really, really good.
So tasty. Okay, so let's talk about this other drink that you're going to be making for us. I feel like these are so summery.
They definitely are. So this is one of my absolute favorite, entertaining drinks. It's sangria, right? And everyone, I think, knows what sangria is. You take leftover wine or wine that isn't so good, and you mix a bunch of other stuff into it, and the next thing you know is you have something sweet and fruity and flavorful. But I think you can go one step better. Okay, so this is my white peach sangria.
Okay.
And we're going to start by putting
the peaches, of course.
The peaches, of course. And I'm going to give a shout out to my wife right here because this is one of our favorite entertaining pictures. It was given to us when we got married 20 years ago. The only problem is I say she never lets me use it for sangria because she always has flowers in it.
Does she know that you have brought it today? Does she know?
I hope so. She saw me packing up.
Oh, good, good, good.
Okay, so what I have in here now is I put the peaches, I put sugar, and I've got cinnamon, star anise, vanilla, and cardamom, okay? And we're just going to mix those up, okay?
I can even smell it from over here.
Really?
It smells so
You
good.
can smell it from here, okay?
Yeah.
Now, what I would add for that, normally this would be hot water, so I'm just going to put a little pretend hot water.
Sure. I'm happy to pretend.
That helps the, you stir it up and then it helps the sugar dissolve and it helps the spices open up a little bit.
Sure.
Okay, so now we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. This is peach nectar.
And the thing I love about sangria is that you can kind of work it a little bit, right? If you wanted to be a little more fruit forward, throw in a little extra fruit.
That's exactly, you want it sweeter, put more sugar. You can put agave nectar. You can do just about anything you want. Okay, so that was orange juice because I like orange flavor. And this is lemon and lime juice.
Oh, yum.
Okay, then, now this is one of my favorite trends for the summer is fruit brandies. So I feel like it's one of those ingredients that is starting to come out. This one happens to be peach brandy because we're making peach sangria. We can add that in, but fruited brandies are really a special treat for me. Now, I'm going to use rosé in this one.
I love rosé.
Beautiful.
That's a deep color rosé, too.
It's a deep color rosé. Pacific Northwest, of course.
Yes.
All right, now I do think we just have a few more moments. So,
all right, so we would stir that up, just let it sit. And this is good for a couple of days, couple of weeks if you want to keep it in the fridge. Take off the fruit. You can freeze it.
Really?
You could freeze it, and I'm going to tell
fun.
you why. So here's a batch that I've made.
Oh, already ready.
I feel like you're
ready
really trusting us with these family cups too.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to be very careful.
And
Ooh.
so to articulate the frozen point,
yum.
I made this in advance a week ago.
Oh my
Stuck it in the
gosh.
freezer. Thawed it out 2 days ago because I brought it here for you so that when you want your entertaining tip for the week, you know.
This is so fantastic. These both have such deep flavors, so much more than like so many summery cocktails that you think. I absolutely love these. Thank you so much, Nick.
My pleasure.
Come back and see us again for fall and winter.
You
How
got a
about
deal.
that?
Sounds great.
We've got a link with these drink recipes up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. And coming up next, Anita Spritzer, one of Seattle's top drag queens, is joining us in studio with a very special performance.
Yes, hear all about her show and how she's celebrating Pride Month with W Seattle. Stay with us.
Hey, welcome back. We are proud to celebrate Pride here on Studio 13 Live, and there are so many fun events planned for this month.
And joining us to talk about Pride Drag Brunch happening this Sunday, one of Seattle's top drag queens, Anita Spritzer. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you so much for having me this morning. I am honored to be here.
You know, we had to introduce you in case people didn't see you.
You know, I'm very subdued today. I'm very subdued, blending in.
Yes, a beautiful, beautiful queen, you know, and you are the MC for the Bursting with Pride Drag Brunch with W Seattle. So tell us about the show.
Oh my gosh, it's such a fun show. It's my one-woman drag brunch at the W. The W has actually been doing this drag brunch for 20 years or so, and the W is an amazing, amazing place. And so we just get to like come together on Pride Sunday and have such an awesome time. I'll be singing and dancing and being silly, so it's gonna be a great time.
And, you know, it goes to support a good cause because a portion of the show's proceeds support the Trevor Project. Talk to us about that.
Yes, the Trevor Project is an amazing, amazing organization. I always get a little bit emotional when I talk about it.
Yeah.
But especially right now, it's very important to give back to these organizations that do so much for the LGBTQIA plus community. And the Trevor Project is an amazing organization that provides crisis support for LGBTQIA youth. And while this crazy world is happening around us, I myself might feel comfortable standing up and really fighting the good fight and doing what's good. But there are a lot of people, and especially young people, that don't feel like they can, and they don't feel like they have that strength. So the Trevor Project is an amazing place for them to go and find that strength that they do already have within. And the Trevor Project is there to help them with that. So I'm so honored to be able to give back this Pride. So yeah, a portion of our proceeds for Bursting with Pride are going to the Trevor Project.
Wonderful. What a beautiful work that you're doing here.
Thank you.
And you know what, we got to tell you that the team actually went to a Pride brunch not too long ago.
Ooh.
And so super fun. So talk to us about all the support that you get in the region, because I'll tell you, Pride brunches around here, they're packed.
Pride brunches go off in Seattle and the greater Seattle area. It's so much fun. We do get a lot of amazing support in this region. We are very lucky to be in a region that for the most part does support what we do. There are a lot of people out there that don't. And you know, what I say to them is come on to the show. Come by, see what we do, because it is just fun. You know, it is just a really, really good time. We're just here to make people laugh and smile.
Smile is definitely what you'll be doing there. Tell us what people get to see at the drag brunch.
So at my drag brunch, you get to see me talk on the mic for a very long time.
I love it.
I like to gab a little bit. But you get to see big wigs, colorful outfits. You get in Seattle is amazing too, because the drag scene in Seattle is so diverse. So you get to see everything from high pageant drag to flips and splits and dips, to alternative drag, to rock and roll drag, to drag kings, non-binary drag performers. You get to see everything, and it is just a big old love fest.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Well, we're going to get a little preview of it right now.
Okay.
So take it away.
I love it. Let's do it.
5, 6, 7, 8.
come on, babe, we're gonna paint the town. Ooh, and all that jazz. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz. Start the car. I know a real gay spot where the drinks are cold and the queens, well, they're hot. It's a nightly hall and there's a nightly brawl and all of that jazz. And all that jazz. So if you didn't catch it before, allow me to introduce myself. The name on everybody's lips is gonna be Anita. The lady raking in the tips is gonna be Anita. I'm gonna be a celebrity. That means somebody everyone knows. They're gonna recognize my eyes, my hair, my hips, my boobs, and my nose. I wanna wish you a happy pride, and that's for me, Anita. Who says that drag is not an art? And who, in case she doesn't hang, can say she started with a bang? Anita Spritzer. Let's do it. They're gonna wait outside in line to get to see me. No, it's Anita. Think of those autographs I'll sign. Hey, good luck to ya. My name is Anita. I'm gonna be a celebrity. That means somebody everyone knows. Here a ring, there a ring, everywhere a ring-a-ling. Looking fierce from my head to my toes. She's given up her humdrum life. I'm gonna be singing. She made a scandal and a start. And all these queens, well, they'll hate to see their name get billed below me. Anita Spritzer. So much.
Truly amazing. A queen in every sense of the word. So fun. My favorite version of these iconic songs.
Oh my gosh,
performed by you. Yes, and of course a beautiful voice. So tell us how long you've been singing for.
Oh, I have been singing since the womb, my mother would probably say. But I am an opera singer outside of all this good stuff. And so that's kind of what I got started in, is singing and performing. And then this craziness fell into my lap, and I haven't been able to look back.
You have immense talent, so you shouldn't. Just always keep going with it.
Thank you so much.
Talk to us about why it's so important that we celebrate Pride every year.
Ooh, it is so important to celebrate Pride every year and to celebrate Pride 365 24/7.
Beautiful. Yes.
You know, and that's why I love partnering with the W, because the W was the first hotel to raise the Pride flag, and they're an amazing organization that they celebrate Pride 365. And I think it's really important, especially right now with all these legislations being passed that do attack the LGBTQIA+ community. And so supporting and promoting Pride is just all about love, and it's all about giving joy and happiness and acceptance to people. And I feel like that's like a great thing to do on the regular.
Yeah,
so like, let's do that all the time.
You know,
so,
I agree. I really think that you're making an excellent point here, but there are still people around our community and around the country that are not so accepting. Do you have a special message for them to maybe reconsider being so openly against people living their true lives?
Yes. I have many things to say, but I will, comprise it into a little package here. I really want people to be more open-hearted. And imagine if there were people that were setting laws to tear down who you are. No matter what that is, and it's a really crazy, horrible thing that's happening right now. And I think that if people just practice a little bit more patience, practice a little more acceptance, and try to see part of themselves in maybe a brother, sister, or what have you in the LGBTQIA plus community, try and relate to them, because I guarantee you that there is a lot more that you have in common with that person than you think.
Absolutely.
And I just really think that we just need to practice love.
Yeah,
and that's
beautiful.
really what makes the world go around, I think.
I feel like if anyone came to a drag show, they would have a good time too.
hello!
I didn't know until I attended one how funny they are too, which we obviously got to see through your performance today. You're a hoot! You're such a good time. Anita Spritzer, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Come back anytime.
You got it, babe.
Oh my goodness, total package. We have posted a link to tickets on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13 Live. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. We were going to bring you the details on Seafair, but the press conference is still going on, but we have a very special announcement. We wanted to tell you that our very own Bender from mornings on 95.7 The Jet was just crowned King Neptune.
Oh, the king himself was just giving his first address to the people, but we are just so excited that we get the opportunity to tape an interview with the man himself. We're going to bring that to you tomorrow, so be sure to join us. But a big congratulations to our bestie Bender.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool to know him and see him looking like the king we know he is. All right, well, for now, it's time to check in with stuff my toddler says.
Yeah.
We love a good laugh around here, and kids can be some of the best comics out there without even realizing it. So here are some of our recent favorite quotes, features on Live from Snack Time.
Yeah, so we have 4-year-old Vince out here telling on himself. He says, you'd be a lot happier if you snuck chocolate into your bed at bedtime. That's what I do. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we have 9-year-old Christian. It's not having the best day, He says, I had one of those grumpy wake-ups.
Oh, waking up is so hard to do. This 8-year-old is really speaking the truth right here. They say, these are my night pajamas and these are my day pajamas. Oh man, flashback to 2020 with that. Oliver is 5 and says, I don't want to be grown up because then I'd have to do jobs and not have any fun.
You know what? These kids have got it figured out, and I think we got lost somewhere while we were growing up.
Absolutely. I'm still really into the day pajamas and night pajamas. We get obviously and all dressed up here for our show, but it's always nice to go home and put on like the comfy clothes.
Absolutely. My day pajamas. Something that I've decided to do and I just really love to look back on is keep a little notebook with all the silly stuff my toddler says. I feel like, that way I will never, ever forget. I feel like I won't if I don't write it down, but life comes at you really fast. So I do want to keep those memorable moments in mind.
Absolutely. And if your kid said something hilarious or off the wall or whatever, we definitely want to hear about it. So be sure to send us an email or find us on social media. Search for Studio 13 on Fox.
So wonderful. Okay, so this next story, it is heartwarming, and I'm excited about it, but it has a creepy little angle to it too.
Oh,
Okay. So if you find yourself wishing that your furry friends could just live longer, there may be hope. Researchers at the University of Washington and Texas A&M were working on it. It's called a dog aging project, okay? And veterinarians are testing a drug that is normally used for cancer and organ transplants. So they're testing this treatment that has showed that it slows the aging process. More than 44,000 dogs are going to be participating in this study, all ages, all breeds across the United States. And you know, this drug has actually been shown to slow that aging process on mice. So that's kind of where it all got started. And apparently dogs have a similar physiology to humans, which I was surprised to learn. So that's kind of where all that's coming from. But you know, the animal testing bits got me a little twisted, but it could be something great.
That's true. I mean, get it going for humans, right? How long would you want to live though? Forever?
I don't know. I guess I want to live the longer end of what is normal, because if I lived forever, I would lose all the people that I love, and that would be so sad.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's so true. I feel like I'm always going for 100. You know, nice round number. We'll kick it to
that's
there.
nice.
That seems like a good time.
You know what? Maybe 102, because that way you'll definitely get a news story about it, and then you can tell people I have whiskey every day, and that's why I live forever.
The competitive side of me wants to be the person who lived the longest ever, and then I'll just be like, peace out, guys. I'm gonna go grab some of those donuts that we had today on the show on my way out. Have some donuts, and
I believe
goodbye.
it. Oh my gosh, this has been so fun, and I'm just so excited to chat with Bender, because you know, this whole Seafair thing I think is so cool, such an opportunity that also raises money for people, and some of it happens actually around your neck of the woods there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And very close to home, our own Rio Barber was honored previously as well. You've seen her in some different packages. She is like our producer with the most. So, you know, we're going to be down at Seafair weekend, and maybe we'll get to see a little something from her. We'll see too.
And definitely be sure to, if you have the opportunity, do a little something outside, maybe a rooftop somewhere, because we're going to be getting so many hours of sunshine today, 16 almost.
Oh my gosh, yes. First day of summer, do all the summer plans, get all the cold summer treats. I've been on a real popsicle kick lately.
Yeah, that's
you know,
great.
Got them all stacked in the freezer. So go out, enjoy the sunshine, and we will see you tomorrow for another amazing show. Thanks so much for hanging with us today.
We love hanging out with you. Have a great day. Bye.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make